I have something to say about myself deceased. I am homeless in the threatening. Somebody, black female, now she's in adultery. Her name is Kelly DeGroat, Degroat. The G is capitalized. She gave me a ride in a car from a hospital to a house. Nope. She gave me a ride in a car from one house to another house, and she said that I can stay there, but I didn't pay the rent. And again, that has happened before. The way that I met Kelly DeGroat was I got a ride to a house from somebody named Jennifer Dees, black female. Now she's in adultery, but she was pregnant at the time, so she was in adultery in front of me, but she doesn't make everybody black in adultery. I died, made everybody black in adultery. That's what I'm saying. Myself deceased, disclosed, made everybody black in adultery. And when I was in the car of Jennifer Dees, she drove me to a house, and then we walked inside, and the house said that I had to sign a rental agreement, but I didn't have to pay them a rent check because I didn't have the money they were asking for, which was Social Security Administration appointing money in my name, and I didn't have it appointed. That was established elsewheres. The house did let me stay there, like it was a loan that I can be there, as long as when I get money appointed in my name that I pay it out to the house. If I continue to stay there, and if I don't, I still have to give them back pay, which means that I had been there, I have to pay for the time that I was there. And that was the coercion. They just did that. I watched them do it, like they didn't have anything in it, because it was no, that I'm not going to pay the first rent check. I'm just not going to pay it because I don't have the money. It's disclosed in advance. I don't have any such credit that I would pay somebody rent money when I don't have it on time. Well, why would I be such an excellent tenant that you would trust me, that you would give me a place to stay? With that, I didn't have the key to open the door myself. They were group homes. I did not have the key to open the door myself, and they were going to let me stay there, and then I was going to pay them money for that I didn't have the key to open the door myself. Yeah. So Social Security Administration, they appointed money to myself, but it wasn't until after I had left the Social Security Administration, they didn't really have it appointed to me that day. No, I was just waiting in this house. It was the first house that Jennifer Dees took me to. I was just waiting in that house, and they didn't appoint the money to me right away. Like, they didn't call me in right away. And when I got there, they didn't give it to me right away. And when I left there, they didn't give it to me right away. Like it was an emergency to pay a landlord. Nope, they didn't. So I was still in the house waiting, didn't have the money, and I didn't ask for it. Somebody drove me. It was Kelly DeGroat, or she drove me to the Social Security Administration to ask for the money. I didn't actually go there myself and ask for the money. I can't get there. I don't have a car. I didn't go on the bus because I wasn't going to ask for the landlord. No. She's the one who threatened me that I can stay there until I get money from Social Security Administration and give it to her. What's worse is I moved to another house because this first landlord, her name is Ollie, she put me out of this house because somebody named Suzanne, I know because she did it right in front of me, Suzanne, last name Principe, she announced to Ollie, Becky and I are walking to the 7-Eleven, and then we'll be back in however long it takes to go and shop there and come back. She wanted to shop in the convenience store, not put gas in the car. She wanted to shop in the convenience store for something to eat. So she signed her name and she signed my name as well because she was already there, and she she already signed her name, and she was already there, and she signed my name as well. And we were on our way out, and then we just walked out. The signing of the name was to tell her that she was leaving, but she said it out loud anyway. And then Ollie called Kelly DeGroat sometime later and reported to her, I want Becky, or Rebecca is what they call me. They want Rebecca out of the house because she didn't follow the rules of the house. She didn't sign her name in the book. And my name was signed in there by this. The signature was Suzanne right underneath. She signed my name. I'm a kid anyway. I don't really have a signature, so I didn't say anything. I wouldn't say no because that's been done, is how I have full height, or I don't have full height. For signing my name for something. For example, I didn't enroll myself in school to learn how to write at all. That was done for me. And you should see how she locked me out of this house forever. With Kelly DeGroat, picked me up in a car and drove me away to another house. Well, if you want full control of your landlording, that's what you did. You just denied that I grew up that way. I didn't think Suzanne was really wrong. No, because it's true, Suzanne asked me if I wanted to go to the 7-Eleven. So she signed my name because she's the one who asked. There's something wrong with you that I didn't just walk out of the house myself alone and go to the 7-Eleven without signing the book or signing the book. Either way, I didn't sign the book or I did sign the book. I walked off to the 7-Eleven alone in that scenario, and that's not true. That's not alive that way. Suzanne was the one who said, let's go. We're going to the 7-Eleven. I'm going to buy some food. She bought Ben & Jerry's. Was it, well, we did eat Ben & Jerry's. Stephen Colbert's flavor of Ben & Jerry's. It was the Americone Dream. Yeah, we ate that. So I was put out of the first house that I was driven to from the hospital, which was, they didn't want to keep me in the hospital. It's a lot of harassment in the hospital. I guess it's a little less harassment being outside of the hospital. But when I was in this house with Suzanne, and then there were some other people in there, Ollie didn't really put me out of the house for anything about myself. Well, I don't know, because I didn't do anything wrong. And she didn't get the money from Social Security. Got it. I didn't offer it to you. They're going to give it to you in my name. I am not mentally retarded. I am none higher than me deceased. Are you having trouble buying my house from me? If I go someplace and I say it's my house, everybody out. I mean it. It's my house. Why did you put me out and everybody else is still in the house in there? Yes, and they've been there since the year 2011. I don't go back there. I don't know who's in there anymore. But I didn't give you a house because you're threatening me that I don't have a place to stay at all. How did you even get a bed available for me? Because I didn't offer you the first round check. You're as stupid and dumb as how I know you as Donna. Moser did that to me. She signed her name for everything about school and everything all the way up until Highlands Apartments offices. She signed a name. She paid a first rent check. And then she said, I'm going to take over and pay the subsequent rent checks with money she's going to put in my name, and I'm going to be able to write the checks. But it was right there in the office. I didn't have the money. I didn't have it. That was the point. What are you, I don't know, doing something with the creation that is snapping on alive, and I'm indoors, and it's not true that I would help you. You make me live an irrelevant life to myself. And you carry on carrying keys that belong to me, houses that belong to me, apartments that belong to me, everything belongs to me, and you overpopulate all these used old properties that I don't want, but you won't pay out anything because it's what you look like. It's what you can afford to pay out. It's not what you can afford to consume. and you occupy the place like it's an enemy country. We are not an enemy nation with your occupation. You don't alive the houses. They are remains of illegal alive dong genitals deceased the wrong way. You don't alive the houses with doing that. You're not the substantial that would alive a house like that or an apartment. You just don't. You have illegal genitals below a dong. You have illegal penis genital and illegal penis castration female genitals. Illegal. Illegally female, illegally castrated penis, illegally female. You don't even alive the property you dispute. You don't have it informed with what you're doing to me, and you don't believe in what? You were overconfident when you were doing that to me for years and years and years. All of my adult life, after the year 1995, but we could say from the year 2000 of the Signature and Highlands Apartments offices by Donna, and I did not have the money. And I was in my house. I had access to my house at that time. I am so angry right now. I will not go back to my house and make a key and go in like what you are. I will not be like you. I don't need you. There is something really wrong with you, and I am putting you out of alive.